Hey everyone, this is Craig Ries with Hollywood Junket, and we are so lucky to have one of the contestants from this season's The Voice join us today. Her name is Hailey Mia. She is 13 years old, and she's just now made it to Team Ariana. And congratulations, Hailey. What a great audition. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I am feeling really great. I am very, very, very proud of, everything that's just happened. I am very overwhelmed, but in a very good way. I feel very, very grateful to my parents who have supported me through this entire process. I'm so grateful for all the love that I've been receiving, and it's just been honestly overall very amazing.
Yes. Well, you deserve it because that audition was breathtaking. My
Thank
goodness.
you. Thank you.
So I do have a couple questions about that audition, but real quick, your age is going to come up obviously a lot during the show. I'm sure
Yeah.
every interviewer will ask you. So I apologize in advance. I'll try not to always harp on it, but let's see, since we did audition a few months ago, are you still 13 when you turn 14? And yeah.
I actually just turned 14 September 1st.
Awesome.
Well, I am now 14. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yes, I just turned 14. So it's still kind of weird because even I mistake myself sometimes. People be like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm 13. Oh, I'm 14." Like I still mistake it too. So it's so
I'm
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, now you're not as impressive because it's 14, so that's a bummer. No, just kidding. No, happy late birthday, and that's good to know. So your audition of Broke Me First was just amazing, such a mature, such a tough song. What made you choose that song for your audition?
Um, I guess ever since like I was little, I've always like listened to, I guess like more emotional songs. I feel like me and my mom kind of always have had like more of a liking towards emotional songs. I would sing like Adele when I was little and like, really just have a connection with those type of songs. So I actually listened to You Broke Me First, like when it first came out. And it wasn't like really like super huge. And then a couple months later on TikTok, it was like everywhere. And I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of like relate to this song in like different ways. And I, want to use that emotion, and I feel like that would be like a really good song choice because there's emotion and there's so much you can do with that song to kind of show off your voice because it's a very like kind of simple song, so I tried to like take it and really put my own spin on it, and
Mhm.
that's kind of why.
Yeah. How when did you start singing? Kind of just give us your whole history about how young when you started, when you found a passion for it. I'm very interested to know that.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been singing like ever since I could speak, like ever since I could speak. My mom has like all of the videos of me literally sitting downstairs singing Justin Bieber and just completely singing my heart out. So I've been singing forever, but when I was about 8 years old, my mom put me in vocal lessons in the city. And I started taking it very, very seriously. We would go religiously to vocal lessons every single week. And then I guess like one vocal, not audition, vocal warm up, I was talking to my vocal coach, and I don't know, something just in me. I was singing, I think, Listen by Beyonce, and I was like, I really want to start taking this like really seriously because this is something that makes me like feel emotions like that I've never felt. And I just feel so connected with music and just like singing. And ever since then, I've just always been singing every day.
I love it. That's so good to find your passion like so early on. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
So you had to choose between Ariana and Kelly. You chose Ariana, which I think was a brilliant move because as a younger performer, teenager performer, obviously Ariana did that as well, was booking and singing on huge shows, acting shows at an early age. So what is the biggest tip that she's given you for performing at this stage?
Probably when she told me that everything that I do or I will sing has value. It needs to have some sort of value. When you're singing a song, you always, sing it, but you always want to kind of add your own twist on it and what makes the song so great because you sang it. So she was like, make the song have value, whatever you sing have value. And ever since then, I've kind of just like really harped on that. And every single song like I ever sing now, I always think to myself, oh, does this high note add value? Does vibrato add value? And I've always just kind of really thought about that, and I will continue to think about that for each and every one of my performances.
Forever.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
How was it working with Kristen, and how did she help you get ready for the battles? Anyway.
Okay. This I just want to say that I was completely shocked, and I am actually obsessed with Kristen Chenoweth because
Yes.
I was obsessed with Descendants when I was little, and I like loved that movie, but I was very shocked to see her there. She was very inspiring. I feel like she always knows the right words to say, and even like when she was with me and she was coaching me, she always just made me feel so comfortable. Like even if I did something wrong, she would just be like, you're doing great, like keep going. And that's like really like that's motivating to hear from someone who like just has been like through it all and is successful. And I just think that her motivating me has just been so helpful.
Yeah. Oh, I was so excited to hear that she was going to be advising on the show. I've always been a fan. She's just so incredibly talented. So I'm a little jealous. I'm a lot of jealous. So what a great person to work with.
I agree.
Career. Like how cool.
I agree. It's so
Very
cool.
neat. So kind of back to the auditioning, when all the coaches were giving feedback and all that, Blake said that you could potentially be the youngest winner of The Voice. And obviously it would be now Ariana's first win because you're on her team. So hearing all of that, what was going through your mind and how did you feel?
I think I was kind of shocked. Being up on stage, everything was kind of a blur. But when he said that, I feel like that also kind of made me think about a lot of scenarios and situations that like, oh, like he's kind of right. And I think that that would be like really, really huge, honestly. So I felt like I really took that into consideration when I was thinking about my choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like most people are not probably thinking about what's going to happen after. They just want to get through that audition,
Yeah.
Once those chairs turn, then you can actually think about stuff like that, Oh, yeah. That is possible. Yeah. So I'm guessing since you waited till you turned like the legal age to audition for The Voice, that you've been following the show for a while, correct?
Yes.
Yes. I've never asked this before, and maybe it's a horrible question, and maybe I'll never ask it again. But who have been some of your past favorite winners or even performers on The Voice since you've been watching?
Carter Rubin, and I've talked about this before because he was also very, very young, and I feel like to someone who's also very young, that's very, very inspirational. And if you see someone else do it, you're like, oh, like I want to do that too. Like if he can do it, I can do it. And that was just like super inspirational to see somebody my age and win the show. I was like, I want to do it now, so I'm gonna do it.
That's living proof right there. He just released a single.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's doing it. He was one of my favorites too. He was
so proud of him. He's great.
Talented. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Well, final question is kind of just for fun, but what have you done with Ariana's vocal health kit? Is it sitting in a shrine? What do you do with it?
So I actually really love this question. It is actually in my room. But every time I like sit down and force myself to play piano, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take one of these lozenges and I'm gonna have a tea later. I do like this whole vocal warm up and this whole vocal like care. But I have the lunchbox like on display on my dresser, like kind of in my room, and all the vocal like actual health stuff is downstairs. So like my teas and stuff, but I use them. I use them a lot. And
awesome. It's smart. It's good. Yeah.
But the lunchbox is on display, and my father actually just brought it to me, and it's just right here.
Thanks, Dad.
It's
You're
always
welcome.
just sitting in my room, just like, yeah, I kind of did that. So yeah, that's that.
Yes, yes. Keep it safe and keep it close. That'll be
Yes,
a treasure
always,
for the rest of your life. So yeah.
always.
Well, Hailey, you were such a joy to talk to, and thank you for taking the time to meet with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We get to talk to the artists as long as they continue through the show. I'm obviously hoping you make it very far. So I'm going to say I hope to talk to you soon. And good
Yes, thank you.
battles coming up, and I cannot wait to see what happens.
I can't wait for everybody to watch. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that'll wrap it up for us again. This is Hailey Mia. She's on Team Ariana. Once we get closer to the show, the end of the show, you better start voting for her and keeping her in it. This is Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Ries. You can check out all our interviews with all the artists that we've interviewed so far in this season's The Voice here on our channel at YouTube at Hollywood Junket. And yeah, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.